Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, got to turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. I think about all the things God has done for me. It's overwhelming at times. And I want everybody to have that feeling and to share in that feeling of completion and satisfaction. And the only reason I got this, and it's the thousandth time I've said it, is because I formed a relationship with my Creator, period. That's it. That's it. I can't tell you anything else. You know, I've always had a strong work ethic. My father put that in me. My father's conversations with me growing up was always constantly about work hard, don't be lazy, be a man, do what you say you're going to do, yada, 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 yada. Man, I was so tired of my father at times. I was going, man, what is with this dude right here? Man, every time we have a conversation, it's got to be about work. It's got to be about, you know, man, doing your best, trying hard, you know, working, being honest, do what you say you're going to do. But that was his mission. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that now. I can't even put it into words when I think about my old man and what he was to me. And I just, man, I'm so grateful for that balance I had in my life. And then my father was a fighter. He fought on the weekends. You know, my father used to come home with his clothes tore off of him. He put a fresh shirt on and he'd go back. My mom used to talk about my father fighting all the time. It's like, why you are always fighting? You know, a little bit of that rubbed off on me too. You know, that kind of got into me, and I didn't understand that either. But then on the same turn, my mother was a Sunday school teacher for 40 years, so her conversation was never about fighting or anything. It was all about love and understanding and doing unto others that you would have them do unto you. My mom was a Sunday school teacher, so I learned about faith. I had to go to Sunday school, prayer meeting, Bible study, young people meeting, choir rehearsal. You know, I was at church, man, so much I was actually looking at there's got to be an alternative to this. You know, I want, you know, I was a little kid even. I was thinking at one point maybe I ought to look into hell because there's got to be something cooler than this going on every day. It had got that crazy for me. But the balance between those two people created who I am today. And I want you to understand that the things that you are in your past have helped create who you are today if you view it the right way. Everything that has happened to you in your past has happened to you for a reason. and is usually for the good if you view it that way. But if you, on the other hand, are a type of person who can't move forward because you are allowing your past to stop you from having your future, then you, my friend, are doing a disservice to your life. You are not honoring God's blessings. You are not taking advantage of the gain, knowledge, wisdom, and experience of your life. Example, if you are a woman and you are always talking about a former relationship, what he did to me, if he had not did this to me, I wouldn't be in this place today. I thought I had a man. Now I ain't got no man. If he came along and I was doing just swell. He just came in and he just lied to me. He lied to me. Now he did this to me. Then he cheated. Then he left. All of that you're saying can very well be true. Have you thought that maybe somewhere in God's infinite wisdom, that he knew that you had made a mistake in picking him anyway? Maybe he knew you had made a mistake in saying yes or I do to him anyway, or come on, move in. And so what he did was, based on your decision now to say yes, I do, or come on, let's move in together. That was your decision. So you ain't go to him about this one. You made this decision. Based on that decision and all the negative things that started happening, he allowed you to get away from it. Now, how you got away from it is always not the choice of ours. See, you stuck on the fact that he left, that he walked out. But let me share this with you. When he was there, how good was he to you? How good was he for you? See, you got to look at the blessing. The blessing is now you are on your own. Now you walk in your house, ain't nobody in there with a disruptive spirit. Now you go home, you can take your clothes off and walk around like you want to. Now you go home, you can sit down and look at TV or catch your breath if you want to. Your kids don't have to see y'all arguing all the time. Have you looked at the blessing in it? But now, if you're going to keep looking at the negative, then guess what? Now, you can't move forward because you keep allowing your past to keep you from moving forward. If God has brought you through it, why don't you move on from it? Look, you got through it. He gone. He ain't coming back. He got somebody else. So you going to sit there and just keep tripping because he gone and he got somebody else? Hey, pick yourself up. Thank God for the blessing. It didn't feel like a blessing while you was going through it. And all the pain of him leaving and the divorce and all that messed you up. Got it. When you get through with all of that, you ain't the first one been left. You ain't the first one been divorced. You ain't the first one been in a bad relationship. Pick yourself up. Thank God for the blessing and move forward in your life. Because maybe when you quit complaining, maybe you'll find out that God has something in store for you that he wants you to have. But he can't give it to you if you ain't grateful. So God gives you a blessing, but because you don't see it as a blessing, you ain't grateful for it. Now, guess what? You steady asking God to do something for you, but you ain't thanking him for what he's done for you. But you steady wanting him to do more. How does that work? How does that work, man? That he should keep on giving you things when you ain't even working with the stuff he done gave you. And I don't know, and I'm just using that one example. It could go for men too, vice versa, and so on and so forth. I'm just using that as an example. Now, why I laid on that one so long, you have to take that up with God. That's all. Just read. I ain't pointing fingers at nobody and nothing, because I've been guilty on both sides of the coin. Who am I? But I'm just sharing with you what I had to do. I had to learn to stop allowing my past to to interfere with my future.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. This day has arisen, and oh my God, we have been allowed to get here with it. I mean, what better gift, what better moment to have than the present? Oh my goodness, today is here. Don't you get it? Don't you see that you should have this attitude when you wake up in the morning? Please understand, man, this is not a given, this is a gift. That's why they call it the present, and we are here for it. Oh man, I'm overjoyed. I can't take it. I'm about to bust. I'm telling you right now, Shirley Strawberry.
Happy Friday, Steve. Good morning.
Carla Farrell.
Good morning. Never mad on a Friday.
Kind of love. Junior. That you
morning, boy. I am proud of me.
Fairy tale. J. Anthony Brown.
Good morning, Mr. Harvey. What's going on with ya?
Nephew Tommy.
Yeah.
One of a kind.
Friday.
Love affair.
You good? You good?
Hey, Junior, who is that?
Oh, boy.
You
know I know who that is. Come on.
Who is that?
Boy,
Stop
you better
Answer,
man,
Junior.
a group.
It's a group.
Ding, ding, ding,
Boy,
ding.
from
Correct.
the 70s.
Junior, you
man.
can't miss this. I just gave it to you.
I know.
One of a kind. Hit it.
One of a kind. Oh, Earth, Wind,
Love
and Fire.
affair. Huh?
You've been singing them all week.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You know who that? The Rotators.
What?
I mean the Spinners. I'm sorry.
Same thing.
You know. I'm sorry.
He got it right, Steve. Give him
He
some
did
credit.
get it right, yeah.
Yeah.
He said the Rotators first.
But he meant the spinner.
I meant the
Give
Spinners.
them half a point.
That'd be like
Yeah,
if I
probably
called
was a group
Jodeci
called
Jack and Jill.
That hurt you, Steve. You said
You know,
that hurt
I
you.
just,
I'm
you know,
gonna get
his-
this, man. I'm gonna get this.
No, man. I'm telling you, that's gonna be something we're gonna do. We're gonna call it. Tommy had the idea the other day.
He said
Well,
musical homework.
My musical homework.
Musical homework.
Musical
is
homework.
Good. Soul teacher, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
I'ma
the
get it,
new
though.
bit that we're gonna work on.
I'm gonna get it.
And he definitely in class 101.
I really am.
I tell you
It might be
something.
remedial, Tommy. It might be.
Yeah. I tell you something we used to do. I thought was kind of cool, but it didn't last long.
What?
Was when we used to do the speed trivia. We used to race each other with trivia
man.
questions.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Yeah. What you think? You want to play?
That was good. I thought it was good for a period. Then somebody took too many L's and we had to stop. So
Sore loser.
Always.
it was going so well. And
Yeah.
then Junior got in. He started winning. And
The hate.
yeah.
Fierce competitions, man. It was good, man.
See, because I was comfortable when I don't know nothing. I'm
Let it go,
comfortable
Steve.
with it.
Yeah,
You
we
know, I
gotta
don't-
go. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Ask the CLO.
One of a
right after
kind.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
this. Time now for Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. This one is from Choo Choo. I love that name. Choo Choo in the DMV. Choo Choo writes, I've been back and forth to my son's school since school started because my son is being disruptive. I called the corporate office and told them their staff is incompetent and I shouldn't be disturbed at work. I have reprimanded him, put him in timeout, and taken all of his electronics from him. The director of the school insinuated that my wife and I can't control our son. Our son is only 6 years old and he starts grade school soon. What am I supposed to do with this kid? Is spanking the next best thing?
First thing.
Really don't.
I don't
Hard with it.
know what to tell you, but don't listen to me. Don't let this school. What's the title of the person at the school?
Principal?
Whatever
staff?
you want to call it. Whoever
The
this
director
dude
of
is.
the school.
Yeah, the director of
yeah,
the school.
director
Don't
of-
let him get you sent to prison. Okay.
Wait,
Is spanking the next thing. Don't worry about that. Raise your children. You're gonna have to be a little bit. There's something missing here. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Because children want approval and children do want to make you proud. Mostly all children want that. So there's something else going on when you take the electronics and all this here. Now, if you taking the electronics ain't working and time out ain't working
Yeah.
and shut your mouth ain't working, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your undivided attention.
How's that?
Since you don't listen, let me see how you feel.
Okay.
You know.
We all got spankings.
Well, maybe the schoolwork is too easy for him, and he's bored, and he's acting out in class because he needs to be challenged a little bit
That's
more.
still an ass whooping.
Yeah, that's good.
matter
though.
how you
that's
look at it.
that's
Away
real
from
good,
that.
though,
How you look
Carla.
at it.
But I've never had that happen to me, so I wouldn't know how to apply that. School was easy for me thing. I don't know what that is, so I.
But the
just
dad is
saying,
saying
that
that
could
it's
be
the
a
school's
possibility.
responsibility.
No,
it's your-
not.
what?
It's your
But
responsibility.
that's what the dad is saying.
But see, that's what's wrong. These kids send these half-ass behaved kids up to the school, and then they want the teachers to turn around and turn out this A student. Well, you didn't send them an A student. See, you can't expect the children. The school's job is not to raise your children.
Right.
Right. No.
They're supposed to
you-
be there just to help them get an education. But if
They
this
have to
little
learn.
ass, this little booty boy don't want to do, you need to whoop his ass. Let's go.
He's
I'm
only
sorry.
6 years old, though.
Ass whoop. I've been started my ass from way 4'6".
So didn't your mama get all your shirt in her hand at 6, just as much as she could?
Shirt, skin.
Fabric.
Dog, I've had
All
my
of it.
throat in my mama's hand before.
And my mama went straight to ass whooping. There was nothing to take away from me. I didn't have anything, so she went straight to ass whooping.
He said, "What nothing to take away."
You didn't have any
I'm gonna take
electronics
what?
or...
Take it's nothing to take.
All right, we're moving on.
I tried.
Missy in Canton, Ohio says, I'm an activities director at a nursing home, and I have one dirty old black man that keeps harassing me. He's 81, and every day he asks me to show him just one of my breasts so he could die happy. He loves to say that he could die at any time, and it will be on my conscience if I don't show it to him. Yesterday, he pulled down his shorts and gave me the shock of my life. He is humongous and very proud of it. I reported him several times before, but my supervisor responds like it's my fault. What do I do?
He 81. He 81. He don't care what you gonna do to it.
Uncle Gus.
What you gonna do to him? So you can't do nothing. So I have some suggestions.
Come on.
What
Let
are
me
you?
hear.
What
She's
is the
asking, what do I do?
suggestion?
What does she...
Well, if you pull his pants down and you throw ice cold water on it, I can promise you it ain't gonna stay humongous. It hasn't.
Don't do him like
I
that.
don't
He
think she
81.
wants to get
Don't
into
Well,
that.
his old ass, nasty asshole, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta sit up and take this mess. Throw some ice cold water on him. I'm
Don't do
telling you.
him like
then the turtles show up then, see.
Boy.
Well, he on his way out. He said he could die
Bye.
in a minute, Uncle.
Bye.
Get it over with.
Bye. This woman ain't gotta sit up in here and deal
Yeah,
with
and
this.
she's reported him, and they don't do
Bye.
anything.
My old ass could die. That's for damn sure.
All right.
You ain't got
well,
to please him because he finna leave here. Just show me one.
He just want one. Just
Not asking for both of them. He's asking for one.
all
He's
right, we're
not
moving
getting
on.
a damn thing.
No.
Jay
He'll
saying
just
it
die
like-
unhappy.
Two of them, but he just wants one.
Why don't you take you and Anaconda and go buy you something somewhere?
All right,
Spend
we're
the
moving
last of your check and help your damn self. This woman ain't got to do nothing for you.
on. No.
He could
Shouldn't
die
have to
any
do
day
that
now.
for a
You,
job.
well,
Yeah. All right, Pam in Charlotte. We're moving on. Pam in Charlotte says, I'm married to a man that is 17 years older, and he used to date my mother. My mother and I have never seen eye to eye on a lot of things.
wait a minute.
because-
She said she's dating a man?
Yeah, she's married to him. I'm married to a man that is 17 years older, and he used to date my mother. My mother and I have never seen eye to eye on a lot of things because she is very disrespectful to my grandmother when I was younger. My grandmother raised me, so she's more of a mom to me. Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, he likes to tell me that I'm just like my crazy mama. I don't like him talking about her or comparing her to me. How do I stop him from bringing my mom's name up all the time?
Wait a minute. You married a man, that was dating your mother, and you don't want him bringing up your mama. What kind of dysfunctional mess is this? Yeah. So you knew this was a man that your mother dated. We can't help you here. We don't know how y'all got married, why y'all got married, but let the dysfunction continue.
All right, thank you, CLO. Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. We'll also have some fun as we look into the mind, the crazy mind of J. Anthony Brown. Also, and next hour, Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton will be our very special guest. We cannot wait for Anthony Hamilton. But right now, yes, right now the nephew is here to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
It is a wedding with Butchie. Yeah. Everybody has a Butchie in their family. There's no way that you don't. Yes. No way you don't have a Butchie in your family. This right here is a wedding with Butchie. Let's go, Cato.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Alan.
This is he.
Hey, Alan, how you doing? This Butchie, man.
Butchie?
Yeah. You was at the cookout the other day with the family. I'm Christian's cousin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You was at the cookout the other day. I wanted to reach out to you. I know the wedding is in the next 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. It's
okay.
like 2.5, yeah.
Yeah, you ready for that?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I got a little bit of a problem that, that we kind of wanted to call you about, because the family got together and had a little meeting, and what the deal is this here. I know you excited and want to marry my cousin, and she kind of excited, too, about the whole thing. But, the family members, we got together and decided that for right now, we finna call the wedding off for right now.
What you talking about? What you talking about, calling the wedding off?
Well, see, everybody think you cool and all, and, we real passionate, man, about, people marrying into our family or whatever. The gathering of the day, that was a potluck thing. Everybody brings something, right?
Hold on. Kristen ain't never told me no like that.
About what?
About something about not getting no married.
Okay, well, see, right here, like I say, this is what the family done decided on.
I don't give a what the family decided on.
Okay, see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, we're a real close-knit family, and it's like this here. See, first of all, let me get you to understand this here. You talking to Butchie right now, all right? See, here's the deal. We done decided that the wedding ain't finna happen in 2 weeks. Until, when we had the potluck barbecue, everybody bring something. Why you ain't bring nothing?
What you talking about? I'm paying for the wedding.
Oh, that's what you finna throw up in our face, that you paying for the wedding?
Hell yeah. What was I supposed to bring?
Hey, man, everybody brings something when we have a potluck. Everybody brings something and contribute to the function or the event that's going on. And for you to walk up in there and not have nothing, that let us know what kind of person you going to be in the family. We can't have it.
Hold on. Who is this again?
This Butchie right here.
I don't know no Butchie. Look, I came to the family gathering picnic. I came there, showed up, was loving on all y'all, telling y'all how great this was going to be. And now you telling me I can't marry Kristen? Is that what telling me?
Hey, man, the family done already voted. And when the family vote, dog, that's it.
I ain't marrying the family.
You marrying my cousin Kristen. That's what you trying to do. And you ain't finna marry her.
Look, don't be calling up to my job talking no like this. I'm already on hot from today with some bull my supervisor done pulled. Do not come calling me with no bull.
Hey, man, let me tell you this here. Until we can decide that you good for Christian until we can decide that, you know, you can handle being married to her and you come correct as a family member. And if you going to come to potlucks, then you bring a pot. You ain't bring nothing.
I ain't got to bring nothing. I'm paying for this wedding. I don't give a what y'all say. All that money I done dropped for this, I bought 2 bottles of wine to it.
You bought, I ain't seen no wine.
I don't care if you got that wine or not. I saw her mama drinking it.
Okay, well, I ain't getting no wine. I don't remember nobody bringing no wine. See, Butchie normally see everything that go on.
I got class. I don't know what you talking about. Butchie, whatever. I brought some wine. Her mama was drinking it, and I ain't playing that. This wedding going down. I done spent over $23,000 on this.
Hey, man, I done already told you that the family done voted on that the wedding ain't
I don't give a what the family voted on. I done paid for this. I ain't heard nothing from Kristen about this.
Kristen might not know what we done voted on. We make decisions sometimes for everybody. You understand?
That don't include me.
We'll let Kristen know that we finna stop the wedding. I'm just calling to let you know before I even tell her what's up.
You trying to tell me Kristen don't even know?
Nah, we ain't told her that we don't agree with you yet and that we gonna stop the wedding. We ain't told her that.
Man, get out of here. I done paid all this money for this, man. Y'all ain't stopping.
Hey, man, I done already told you what we doing, all right? I'm not finna continue to go back and forth with you.
You better get off my phone raising your voice at me. I don't know who the hell you talking.
I tell you what, let me say this to you. I don't care if I got to bust up in that church and stop this wedding, because you done went against what we done said, whatever I got to do.
I don't know who you with. I wish your would try to stop this wedding. Look, we can handle this right now. I can get off of work. I'm already going through some bull, and I'm already on fire. I will come there and bust your right now.
I don't know. You know what? See, when she was going with Nigel, Nigel ain't act like this.
Hey, what the I don't know you didn't bring that up. Me and that done already have. Don't even bring that name up in me.
Hey, man, I'm just keeping it real with you. Nigel ain't act like this here.
That we done have words, and if that want to come and bust up in there too, he get dealt with just like that too.
Hey, man, all I'm just trying to say is the whole family, 100%.
All that, I don't want to hear nothing about this no more. Tell me where to be, and we can deal with this right now.
I'm just letting you know the family done voted. The family done already agreed on it. Now, what we'll do, we'll push the wedding back and then give us time to reevaluate you.
Reevaluate me? I don't need no evaluation from y'all. Me and Krista get married. I done put some money on this.
All I know is the wedding ain't happening.
The wedding is happening. Not after I done paid for all this. You want some bull? You, the family, we gonna get married in 2.5 weeks. And y'all, if y'all don't come, and if y'all come up in that, y'all gonna get dealt with straight up.
I'm trying. Hello? Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Right now, the family don't want you in the family right now.
I don't give a about y'all. I ain't in love with y'all. I'm marrying Kristen, and I can give a if I see y'all ever again.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you this here. The family voted on one more thing. You need to go on know that while we at it.
This ain't no damn democracy. We getting married. That is between her and I. And if y'all don't want to be there, jump off in the ditch.
There's one more thing we done voted on.
What the else you done voted on?
We voted on this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Kristen's entire family got me to prank phone call you.
Y'all some. Y'all some. I'm still when they come to the wedding. You Tommy. I done put all that money out like that. I was like, no, sir.
I got one more thing I got to ask you, dog. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Ooh. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby. Tommy, I'm being real with you, man. Somebody gonna you up.
When I get stupid, do I get stupid? Jay, when I get stupid, do I get stupid, Jay?
It's right on the top level. You don't have to go deep to get it. It's right there.
Thank you, sir.
That's a high compliment to you, huh?
Yeah.
The stupid will rise again.
You're
the stupid will rise again. Take over.
Will rise again.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to look into the mind of J. Anthony Brown right after this. Oh,
careful
Lord.
when you go in there now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, it's a really busy Friday today. So coming up in 20 minutes, R&B singer Anthony Hamilton will be our very special guest. We can't wait for that. Also, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. But first, Steve, it is time for more foolishness. Please introduce your friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
October the 22nd, 23rd, the Atlanta Comedy Theater. That's in Atlanta. The Island Comedy Lounge, Silver Spring, Maryland, October 29 and 30. And the wedding is on the 21st of October. I will be there. All right, I had an opportunity to watch the...
You're getting married?
Not mine.
Jay?
No, not mine.
You're getting married?
Whoa. Let me clear that up. Whoa.
Clarity.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold the hell
It
up.
wasn't clear,
My daughter is getting married.
You need to be clear.
I ain't want that out there. Anyway, I had an opportunity to watch the Hip Hop Awards the other night. And in honor of the Hip Hop Awards, I wrote a little ditty. Hit it. I watched the Hip Hop Awards from beginning to end. To understand what they said, I had to watch it again. I saw booty everywhere. Man, I never ever saw so much fake ass hair. I know you're thinking, Jay, shut up cause your ass is old. Cause every artist on the stage got a million souls. You know I really like that song, it goes coming in hot.
Hey, DC Young Fly, come to the J spot.
Hey, DC Young Fly, come to the J spot.
Hey, DC Young Fly, come to the J spot.
Remy Ma's red dress, did you see? And he paid homage to the late Bismarck King. And you're only gonna see it on BET, Black Entertainment Highland. You know they play assisted living on that network. Black Entertainment Tuesday nights, right before House of Pain. Black Entertainment Highland. Black Entertainment Highland. Snake.
Shameless plug.
We doing a snake. That's fire, Jay.
Snake.
Oh, good.
You said you had to watch the thing over.
Everybody
Hip
went
Hop
about
Awards
your
really was
ass is
good.
old because everybody up there had a million souls.
It was really a good show, though. I know y'all talked about it earlier, but it was really good. The production, 85 South did a really good job. It was fun, man.
Some bad boys, man.
They were having fun, weren't they, Jay? They were having a good time.
Yeah. The dude with the suitcase, what is his name and what's in the suitcase? He got a special award. He had a hat on, but he carries a suitcase all the time. I just want to know what's in the damn suitcase.
I'm stumped.
Nobody saw it. I was the only one.
Sound like he ready for something to jump off. That's what it sounds like. Stay ready. Just stay ready.
Don't ask him to open it.
Don't.
That's it.
But big shout out to 85 South and the BET Awards.
Yeah, they did
They were
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
really,
they were
really
so
good.
funny and so good. They always are.
Oh, that's Tyler, the creator. Tyler, the creator.
Oh,
the
that's
producer.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Tyler.
What, he got more creations in the suitcase? What is it?
I guess the
creative.
suitcase is full of creations.
There you go, Jay. Tyler, the creator.
Good job, Jay. All right.
Love it.
All right, come on, Steve. It is time now for today's headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, it took a nighttime vote overnight, but the U.S. Senate ended its partisan stalemate last night over hiking the debt ceiling, agreeing to a temporary extension, a short one, that makes another cliffhanging budget showdown in December. Very, very likely like December 3rd or so. So it's pushed up a little bit, but it's not over. Meanwhile, the House, which is out of session next week, still needs to pass a similar measure before the U.S. Treasury defaults on October 18th. And, of course, any measure to lift the debt ceiling is going to be signed by the president. President Biden, speaking of which, was in a place called Elk Grove, Illinois yesterday, continuing his crusade to persuade Americans to get vaccinated against COVID-19.
For folks who haven't gotten vaccinated, get it done. Do the right thing. It can save your life. It can save the lives of those around you. The unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals, overrunning emergency rooms and intensive care units. The unvaccinated patients are leaving no room for someone with a heart attack or in need of a cancer operation, and so much more because they can't get into the ICU, they can't get into the operating room.
There are an estimated 60 million unvaccinated Americans, with the Delta variant surges in some parts of the country overwhelming local healthcare systems. Good news, one of the oldest and deadliest infectious diseases is malaria. Scientists have come up, though, with a vaccine which, by one estimate, saves tens of thousands of children's lives every year. Malaria kills about 500,000 people every year, nearly all of them in sub-Saharan Africa, among them about 260,000 children. The new vaccine is called Mosquirix, and the World Health Association has endorsed it. That's great news. The pharmaceutical company Moderna, get this, says it intends to build a facility in Africa to produce its COVID-19 vaccine. Moderna's serum uses sophisticated technology developed with the U.S. government funding. They say they're looking for a site right now. Okay, good news here in the fight for gun control. The governors of 4 northeastern states, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania, have agreed to start sharing information about purchases of firearms to help ferret out so-called store buyers and other people committing gun crimes. They're going to just keep the information among them within law enforcement officials. And finally, well, if you love Tina or Anna Mae Bullock, you'll be happy to know that she just sold her solo song catalog to music company BMG for at least a rumored $50 million, maybe more than that. Tina, by the way, will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on October 30th as a solo artist. She was inducted as part of Ike & Tina in 1991. She lives in Europe with her husband. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, as promised, our very, very special guest this morning is a Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, producer. He's an author. He done sold over 50 million albums globally.
Whoa.
Woo!
Man.
And his long-awaited 10th album is available now. It's entitled Love is the New Black.
Love that.
And get this, it's under his own label.
Woohoo!
My
Nice.
Music Box. Let's find out more about this new music. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a family member, well loved and respected here, but a dear friend. Put your damn hands together for one of the coldest voices in soul today, that damn Anthony Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all
Morning,
doing
man.
this morning?
Man, quit playing. What's up with you, boy?
Man, you know, making ends meet and eating where they land.
Hey, man, congratulations. The new album out is called Love is the New Black. This is your first album in 5 years, and you did it under your own music label, My Music Box. And you did it in partnership with BMG. But first, let's talk about the new music label, man. How'd that come about?
You know, something I've always wanted to do, and you know, I thought it was the best time. Me and Arista, we had, you know, parted ways. Jive Records, we had parted ways, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going back into another situation unless I own it, and I'm running things and calling some shots. And so that's what I did.
You know, it's amazing when these artists like this have all the talent and know-how, and they put an album together, and then they decide what they want to release, and they go sit in a meeting, and then some people that don't know a damn thing about it go, well, we want this one to be the lead single. And you be going, well, I'll be damned. Don't you think I know what I'm talking about?
Basically, that's how it is. Yeah, that's how it is. And, you know, they sit in the office all day and never go to a black concert, never go anywhere near it, and want to dictate what we like and what we deserve. So, yeah.
Hey, man, we're going to go to break in a minute, but quickly, man, the new album, Love is the New Black. We love the lead single from the new album, You Made a Fool of Me. And have you decided what the next single is going to be?
I'm going to have to go with that Jennifer Hudson, man. Superstar by Luther Vandross. Jennifer Hudson and myself, man. We did a rendition of this. It's absolutely amazing.
What?
Absolutely.
We need to hear that.
Absolutely amazing.
Well, we got a little situation here. We got a
situation on this. We got a few situations on this album. I'm just going to be honest with
Okay, well, we're going to talk about that. Listen, when we come back, we're going to play the new single. And we're going to have Anthony introduce it. So, y'all, when we come back, the legend, Anthony Hamilton, be with us. We're going to hear the new single right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, we back. And our special guest this morning is our friend and family member, Mr. Anthony Hamilton. He's releasing a brand new album. It's called Love is the New Black. Now, I want everybody in the Steve Harvey Nation get this. Go to Apple Music, go to your store, go to iPhone, get somebody in your family know how to do it for you. Because if your old ass still think you going down to stores, save yourself a trip. Download it. Anybody got no damn 8 tracks and all this here. It just ain't an album. Download it. But anyway, it's called Love is the New Black. So, Anthony, tell us a little bit about the song we about to hear.
This song is absolutely amazing, man. My first single, so You Made a Fool of Me, dealing with being in a relationship when you don't get what you deserve and people don't see your worth. So I got in with Jermaine Dupri, Manuel Seal, and we wrote this song, Eddie Kane, and here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You made a fool of me.
You made a fool of me.
You made a fool of me. I gave you all I had. You made a fool of me. I'll never take you back. Girl, you know I loved you. You could never do no wrong. And you know I adored you. But you chose to break my heart. You were sleeping with another man. And you had him all around our friends. You never said you were sorry for what you did. And I can never do you like that. You made a fool of me. You made a fool of me. I gave you all I had. I gave you all I had. You made a fool of me. You made a fool of me. I'll never take you back. Oh, no, 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 no. And girl, you know I loved you. You had me wrapped around your heart. Oh, was it worth losing all we had? I was there from the start. Ooh, yeah. No one, nobody could ever love you like I did. Ever. No, 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 no. No one. Oh, no one could ever stand by you like I did. You made a fool of me. You made a fool of me. I gave you all I had. See, you made a fool of me.
All by myself. Fool of me, same boy. God. That's that damn classic Anthony Hamilton.
Little Lenny Williams in the big.
Boy, did you hear
Oh,
that?
yeah, you know, I had to go Lenny. I didn't know how to beg.
Did you hear that caller?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
I had to.
Listen to me, y'all. The new album is called Love is the New Black. We're going to have him back on the show because we're going to hear about this collaboration with Jennifer Hudson that he redid Superstar by Luther. We're going to bring him back to talk about that one before that one come out. But this album, we want to support it. Get online, download it. Love is the New Black by Anthony Hamilton. First album in 5 years. Hey, man, you got our total support on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all, and thank y'all always for being there for me, man, and playing good music. I love y'all, and I'm here when you need me.
Steve Harvey Nation, the new album, Love is the New Black. the one and only Anthony Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We love Anthony Hamilton. We do. Coming up next, it is the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject is he smacks and makes too much noise. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
I got check settlement. Check settlement. Don't sound too crazy, right?
Messing with people's money. Messing with people's money.
Check settlement. All right, let's take a look. Come on, cat dog. Thank you.
Hello?
Right. I'm trying to reach please.
This is she.
How you doing? It's attorney over at and Associates.
Uh-huh.
All right, want to give you a call. I just got your file that hit my desk, and we got a check going out to you on Monday. You came in yesterday, correct?
Yes.
Okay, listen, we got a few little glitches here we want to go over with. I want to go over with you and make sure we get this all ironed out before you come in on Monday, and I'll have a check definitely waiting on you when you get here. All right, you're supposed to be getting $6,410.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's being reduced to $1,200 due to injuries not being as bad as they say it was. A lot of calculations got really mixed up on our paperwork here. And please keep in mind that on the $1,200, we still haven't taken out our fee, which is like about $33 1/3. We'll have a check for you on Monday in the ballpark of $400 to $500.
Hold up. Okay, I'm still not getting it. So, what was the total amount that y'all got from the law, from the insurance?
Evidently, the person that did these calculations completely did them wrong. And I do apologize for this being a mishap on our part, and it's totally screwed up. And I do apologize on the behalf of the association here that we've dropped the ball on that. But your actual check has been reduced to $1,200, okay? And that's without us taking the law fees out of it. So
That doesn't sound right because how would $6,000 cover the doctor bill and the chiropractor?
Well, from my understanding, man, what they're also stating is that your injuries are not that bad. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. They're actually wondering if you were actually hurt at all. So
I was actually hurt because I even had to get injections.
Okay.
From the chiropractor.
Okay, and do you have any? I have some medical documents here, and I understand that you've been going, and you probably looks like you went over at least 2 months going to the doctor and getting therapy, and
that was his call. That was the chiropractor's call. That wasn't my decision.
Okay, well
that was his call for my injury.
Exactly, and a lot of these doctor fees and that you've gone to has eaten up a lot of these funds, and I tell you, these doctor bills, they get pretty high out there. I do want to apologize. What we're going to do here, since we've dropped the ball on this, we're going to give you the check for $1,200 and not even take the law fees out of it, and I'll have that check waiting on you on Monday morning.
That's still okay. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm trying to figure out is I need to see some paperwork of stating what was the total amount check that was written from the insurance company, plus what was the portion that was supposed to be taken out for the chiropractor, plus what was the portion that was supposed to be taken out from the doctors itself. But the amount that you're telling me, $6,000, that's wouldn't have covered that, and leave me with only $1,200.
Okay, I'm not at liberty to let you look at this paperwork anymore. I'm calling you basically to let you know I have a $1,200 check for you. If you don't want that, then you can go ahead and take some other legal action.
That doesn't sound right. Why would from the entire month? Because I got the paperwork from the chiropractor stating what amount was paid.
I understand that, ma'am. What I'm trying to let you know, Manisha, is what's going on right now is the response coming back is that you're not actually hurt at all. That's what they're saying. They're saying you're not hurt at all. Actually, I don't want to use the words, but they're saying that you've been faking this the whole time.
I need to see some paperwork before I time to check it. This doesn't sound right. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, right now, I'm the last person that this file is going to come across. It's coming across my desk. This is pretty much a take it or leave it option, and if you don't
leave it option, no, now. I mean, you don't have to get attitude with me because you are my lawyer and I am your client.
Well, you're not going to raise your voice. You're not going to raise your voice at me. That's not going to happen either. So let's pipe it down a bit, okay? Now, here's what we're going to do. Do you want the $1,200 check or do you not want it? Now, I've already waived the fees of the attorneys here. Do you want the $1,200 or do you want me to reduce it to $400?
No, I don't want $1,200 because I'm going to take you to court. Because that doesn't sound like you me around. You're supposed to be my lawyer. I'm
being the best attorney that you probably could afford, young lady. Okay? And I'm trying to do the best I can to help you. Now, if from what I understand is...
I'm sorry, sir. That's not going to be acceptable. I just have to get a lawyer to sue you because that's not acceptable.
You people continue to want to...
I came in the office yesterday when we came in. How all of us word got mixed.
I wasn't there during the meeting yesterday. Like I said, these papers just landed on my desk today. What I'm not going to tolerate is you people consistently wanting to file a lawsuit on somebody. Now you want to file a lawsuit on me. You're going way too far with this.
This doesn't sound right. I want to talk to because I've never heard of you. I only heard of
Well, now you've heard of me. I'm and I work here as well. And I'm not going to stand you dismantling me the way that you're doing.
I just have to get a lawyer to sue you because that's not acceptable.
I got one more thing. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked. You got pranked by your husband.
Oh, kick you.
Oh, your husband told me. She been waiting on that check.
Yeah, I had me hot. I was about to go by that little office tomorrow when I get off of work.
All right, baby, let me ask you something. Tell Tommy, what is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, baby, look here. Get your check. How many times you been waiting on that check?
Forever.
How many times you done walk to the mailbox? It ain't in there. You just keep going back every other day.
You need that check.
Call down there, try to get the date it was cut.
Yeah.
One thing about money,
and then the date it was mailed. There's 2 dates you need.
When y'all cut the check?
You need to know the date it was mailed.
Yes.
Yeah. And the address. And the correct address. Yeah,
right.
The tracking number. All of that.
Yeah. Who sent it out? I need to know that. I need to know.
You got to verify the zip code, the address. Let me see what you have.
Let me speak to your supervisor.
Right.
How many arguments have you had with the mailman about your check?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
a lot.
Call him back, man. Come on, Johnny,
everybody else got mail, but you don't have my check. Let me get that right. You delivered it all up and down this damn street. Yeah.
But wait a minute. You notice we're all talking. You see who's quiet over there.
I don't never look in the mailbox for it.
You're not waiting on
matter of fact, I was just over there. I ain't seen no mailbox over there.
Yeah, I was over there too.
You don't get bills.
I ain't
seen no mailbox.
Yeah, what is it, sir?
What's all the huffing and puffing about?
Why? When I let you all do your thing,
yeah.
Why do I have to be drugged into it?
Where
I
is your mailbox?
Nothing.
We want to see from the other side,
mailbox.
Steve.
Yeah, what that like?
The mailbox.
Where's your mailbox?
Waiting on a check.
That's what we're saying. Have you ever had that issue?
What's going on with you?
I know you're finna ask who still got mailbox.
Or checks coming in the mail.
I don't. Why?
Fix it.
Where is your mailbox? I didn't see it when I was over there. Wait.
Have you ever seen your mailman?
No.
Have you ever gone and got to me?
What's the smallest check you've waited on? What's the biggest check you've waited on?
Yeah, back
I
in the day.
I waited on $185, and I'm talking about thirsty. It was the longest wait of my life.
What the what?
Ooh, if they don't send this money, yeah. Oh, and by the time that 185 got to me, I needed the other 185 right now.
Oh, so you were living paycheck to paycheck? That's how you try to relate?
I spent mine before I got it.
Oh.
We do that too.
I had it planned all out.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing, Steve. Thank you.
Stars are just like us, Shirley.
Yes. All right, coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, he smacks and makes too much noise. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter, because You never know. We could be reading your letter live on the air right here, right now. You just never know, right?
You just never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, he smacks and makes too much noise. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 46 and I'm dating a man that's 47, and we met through mutual friends. We've been together for 2 months, but I feel like you don't really know a guy until they stay overnight with you. We decided it was time for sex, and he was very excited, and he said he would get us a room at this historic inn with a rooftop bar. I was so ready for this night because this man is fine. I mean, he is as fine as Terry Crews, and his smile makes me melt. When we get to the room, we got comfortable, and we went upstairs for a drink, and we had appetizers. I could tell he was nervous, and so was I. He'd had at least 3 lemon drop martinis, and I suggested he get some food in his system. He started talking with food in his mouth and smacking very loudly. I tried politely to get him to stop and tell him he was embarrassing me, but he was too tipsy. I decided it was time to get back to the room before he was too drunk to do what we came to do. Unfortunately, he was. He dove across the bed and buried his head under a pillow. I let him sleep while I took a shower. I came out and he had opened the chocolate he brought for us, and he was smacking it. I put the chocolate away and I was ready for the magic to begin. He was very sloppy at everything he did that night. He smacked his lips whenever he kissed me on my mouth, neck, and other body parts. It was loud and disgusting. Then he started making noises as if he was running from a big dog and was about to get bitten. I prayed no one was next door to us since he couldn't control himself. He was very content when it was over and kept asking for more. I was one and done. I pray he can do a better job next time. How can I politely tell him he's a bad lover? Well, since you're already planning on a next time with him, I say wait and see how he handles himself next time. He may be better once he's not full of all those lemon drop martinis. Even though you said you were one and done, you're still not ready to call it quits, huh? Could it be because he's all Terry Crews fine and, with that great smile you talked about, and you're going to overlook his bad performance? People, act differently when they get a little tipsy, when they get drunk. You know how that goes. So I say, I think you're right. Give him one more chance. This time with a 1 drink minimum and some chicken wings or something, to soak up that alcohol. See how he really gets down in the bedroom then when he's sober. And if it's still bad, you can either tell him nicely what you'd like for him to do to you or, walk away, let him go. Those are your choices as far as I see it. Steve?
I'm going to just start by saying I don't really give a damn about this letter. I don't care if I help you, lady. I'm going to just be real with you. You wrote in something like this right here. Well, I don't know nothing about this. I ain't got nothing for you, but since you wrote in, let's just look at your side of it for a minute. You with this man. He 47. The thing about him is, you said he is fine as Terry Crews, and his smile makes me melt. Then when y'all up here and you got in your little room and everything and got comfortable, you went upstairs for a drink. Now, the hidden mistake I think you made, he told y'all was going to a historic inn. Don't historic mean old? See, I don't like going to like plantations and slave
That's
farms.
what you're mad about.
I don't like, them old ass houses with columns in the front and all that. Look like Master State. I'm not going down here to the damn historic inn, but you took your ass down there. That's what you get. And you're on the rooftop bar. That was nice. And you ready for the night because he fine. And, y'all got to the room. We got comfortable and went upstairs for a drink. We had appetizers. I could tell he was nervous, and so was I. He had 3 lemon drop martinis. I don't know what that is, but, just lemon martini. I suggest he get some food in this system. Now, he started talking with food in his mouth and smacking very loudly. Now, I'm telling you right now, they ain't got a damn thing to do with being drunk. That you can't blame that on the 3 martinis. I know people put food in their mouth and wait till they put food in their mouth to start talking. Food falling out. Man, I had a driver one time when I used to go on tour, a dude named Big Larry. And Big Larry would eat, and like I'd go to simple places like Cracker Barrel and stuff like that, and I'd just take everybody in the drive and everybody eat. And I used to take him into the Cracker Barrel, and he was a big dude, so he would sit. He would be like, his head would be about 3 feet from the table because he had a lot of stomach, And when he put food in his mouth, he used to grunt and make... And he growled the whole time he was eating, which I tried to sit next to him every time because it was funny as hell to me. So I invited him in just for that. I don't think that has nothing to do with this letter because I don't really give a damn about this letter. But when we come back, I'm going to show you how to read this letter as Terry Crews finds.
All right, Steve, hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after. The subject of today's Strawberry Letter is he smacks and makes too much noise. We'll get it back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. He smacks and makes too much noise.
I really don't know how y'all feel, but I didn't even write no notes on this letter because I really don't care about this letter. I don't give a damn that he smacks and make noise and lick his lips and all this here, but here's where the problem is. Anyway, he started talking with food in his mouth. This is probably what it sounded like. He started talking, had food in his mouth, smacking very loudly. I tried to get him stopped, telling him he was embarrassing me while he was being a little bit too tipsy, So I decided it was time to get back to the room before he was too drunk to do what he came to do. Now, hold up now. Here's a woman who is in such a heated moment that she got to hurry up and get back to the room before he gets too drunk to do what y'all came to do. Unfortunately, he was. He dove across the bed and buried his head under a pillow. I let him sleep a while. I took a shower, came out. He opened the chocolate he bought for us. He was smacking it. I put the chocolate away. I was ready for the magic to begin. He was very sloppy at everything he did that night. Now, a lot of people like this, but obviously it turned you off. He smacked his lips whenever he kissed me. If you got big lips, a lot of times you can't help that. So I'm a witness to that. If you have big lip people have trouble. Sometimes we smack, when you don't even want to. It just, they get stuck together. So sometimes it just, they make pus sounds sometimes. Yeah, they're heavy, but anyway. So I ain't really mad at him for that. But he smacked his lips whenever he kissed me on my mouth. Yeah, maybe it tastes good. I don't know what he's doing, And then he said when he kissed me on my mouth, neck, and other body parts. Now, I ain't in your business like that. I don't know what y'all doing, but, we just met. All this here ain't finna happen. I'm just sharing, So you're very fortunate that he was so giving to you that night. It was loud and disgusting. Then he started making noises as if he was running from a big dog and was about to get bitten. Tommy, how would that sound, Tommy? You in the acting. Tommy, how would it sound if a man was running from a big dog and about to get bitten?
What the man sound like?
Yeah, what it sound like when you running from a big dog about to get bitten?
What?
Okay. Jay, you give me what it sounds like of somebody running from a big dog about to get bitten.
When you're running from a big dog and you're about to get bitten, you sound like this. Get away! Get away! And that could be annoying. That could be very bad.
Kia?
I'm afraid of dogs. I'm afraid of dogs.
Kia, let me hear
The man
you.
was enjoying himself. He was enjoying himself.
Now he's enjoying himself, Kia, but he's running from a big dog and about to get bitten. What would it sound like to you?
Mama! Mama!
Yeah, don't nobody want to hear that when they making love.
Don't call for your mama.
Mama.
Right now?
Right.
Here's one right here. And the people next door can hear that. He get me. He get me. I prayed no one next door was next to us, so because he couldn't control himself. He was very content when it was over and kept asking me for more. I was one and done. I pray he can do a better job next time. How can I politely tell him he's a bad lover? You can't. There's no polite way to tell a man that he can't get the job done. You're going to hurt him. You're going to crush him. You're going to bust his ego. You're going to knock him down. It's over. Why would you want the bad lover again is my question. Next time, all this slobbering. This was day one. He ain't even comfortable yet. Wait till he get comfortable. You ain't seen wet. You think it's sloppy now.
When he's sober?
Yeah, you wait till he get comfortable. This wet gonna turn, this sloppy gonna turn into slobbly. I'm telling you right now. So, I don't really know. I don't really like this letter. I don't really like this lady, the dude. It's disgusting.
None of
them.
You don't like the historic hotel.
I didn't like that from the beginning. I didn't like they had to go up on the rooftop to get drunk to go back to the room. Once I get you in that room, we ain't going upstairs.
You didn't like the Terry Crews fine reference.
If he that fine, he'd have some practice at this here.
True.
He in here with all these rookie moves. You must be the only one think he fine. I can bet you he don't look like Terry Crews. Because I can tell you right now, if I could make my breast jump like that, they'll be jumping right now. I'll be on the Zoom. Steve, shut up.
Percolate.
Where's your shirt? Shut up,
Put your
Shirley.
shirt on.
Shirley, shut up. See
Tired
these
of looking
things
at you.
jumping like this. Quit looking. I'm looking at myself.
But you coming to work with no shirt on.
Every
On Zoom,
day,
every
Steve.
day. He's sitting up in here just shirt naked.
So you're saying just let it go.
I'm glad this letter over.
Don't go back for seconds. That's what you're saying.
I'll go on back for seconds. I don't care
Yeah,
what
that's
you
what
do.
I said. Go back. Whatever.
Get used to it. Wear a
Give it another
raincoat.
try.
All right.
Get you a poncho.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry
Get
Letter
a wet
podcast
suit.
on demand. Coming up in 46 minutes after the hour, Junior is in the building with Sports Talk right after
Buy
this.
some scuba gear.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, Junior is here with Sports Talk.
I can't do today without my co-host Pimpin.
You sure can't, baby. What's up, Junior? What's up, fellas? What's up, ladies?
Hey, Pimpin.
What's up,
What's up,
Pimpin?
Mississippi, Collins, Shirley, Strawberry. What's up, baby? Let's go, Junior.
Here we go, man. The New York Jets at Atlanta.
No, oh, Lord have mercy. Atlanta hurt me so bad last week. Y'all got to be tripping. I'm going to go with the Jets.
Okay, man. There it is. Detroit at Minnesota.
Man, Detroit didn't hurt me so bad. I was like, I'm going to have to go with Minnesota, man. Vikings.
All right, there it is. New Orleans at Washington.
Man, don't start this.
I'm just getting all the
I'm so
games out
sick
the
of
way.
it. Man, both of them hurt me, man. Y'all got to be joking. What the hell going on?
Man.
I don't even want to pick, but doggone, straighten it out. New Orleans.
There it is.
Who
Saints. New England at Houston. I already know this one because I'm
Come on, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Miami Dolphins
Y'all
at
want to do
Tampa
something
Bay.
else? Hold up.
Yeah.
I would pick the upset would be the Texans over, but y'all didn't score a point last week. Patriots.
Nah.
Right. Quarter to nothing against the Bills. I go with New England too, man. Miami Dolphins at Tampa Bay.
Oh, no, Tampa.
Yes, sir. Green Bay at Cincinnati.
Green Bay.
By Cincinnati. Denver at Pittsburgh Steelers.
Denver.
Uh-oh. They in trouble in Pittsburgh? Okay.
I hope.
Philadelphia at Carolina.
Oh, man, that's going to be rough because Christian McCaffrey coming back.
Yes, he is.
I'm going to have to go with the Panthers.
Okay.
With an F, Panthers.
Oh, here go one on Tennessee at Jacksonville, and the head coach
Oh,
needs to stay with the team.
hell no. Urban Meyer dancing and stuff with white girls. With his old ass at the club after a loss. Damn.
Yeah.
Who is it again? Jaguar against who?
The Titans, Tennessee Titans.
I'm so sick of picking the damn Titans with them. What is going on with their ass? Jaguars gonna get their first victory of the year.
All right.
Okay.
Upset the Titans.
Cleveland and Los Angeles Chargers.
I don't give a damn who we play. Cleveland.
Chicago
Who they
Bears
playing?
and Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders.
Yes, sir. San Francisco 49ers and Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals.
New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Uh-oh, he going with these Cowboys 3 weeks in a row. And Buffalo at Kansas City.
Upset. Buffalo gonna whip
There it
Kansas
is.
City Chiefs.
Whoa.
Upset.
We got them all.
You heard me.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Pimpin. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are with more information about that school shooting that went on in Arlington, Texas, from our home station in Dallas, KRNB 105.7. The young man's name was Timothy George Simpkins. He's 18. He's turned himself in after injuring 4 in a shooting that happened Wednesday morning at Timberview High School in Arlington, Texas. A spokesperson for the family said he was scared, he was afraid. There's a video that's all out on social media that shows he was being attacked. The young man who had the gun was being attacked. It wasn't just one person that would attack him and bully him and take his money and harass him. And this was all due to the fact that Simpkins had more things than maybe these other kids. Harrison went on to say, it takes everyone to stand together against bullying. The family said they're not justifying what Simpkins did or his actions. They said what he did wasn't right. And they said the family hopes police investigate properly and said there will be independent investigations done as well. The family's message to the victims of the shooting: we have to take a look at the fact that bullying is real and it takes us all. We ask as a family for forgiveness of any type of hurt. That's a rough story right there. So really the 18-year-old took the gun to school in self-defense, right?
Right, but
Because
he
these
had
kids-
been getting jumped on, though, repeatedly.
Every day, yeah.
I mean, it's rough when you have to resort to this to stop the bullying. But I'm pretty sure that it had been reported to the proper people. But there's a lot of schools don't have things in place to deal with these types of things. And then the kids are under the pressure also of snitching, which they've made that a social media death sentence, so to speak. You're a coward on a whole nother level if you snitch. So these kids oftentimes, man, and bullying is really, really rough, man, on the recipient. These kids are living
Where
in
the teachers at,
a nightmare of hell. But like I say, even if you tell them, what do? They don't really have policies for that. They don't do that. So I feel for the family. I hate the fact that this young man had to do that. But then there comes a time now when you're acting in self-defense, where something gonna happen. Now, the fact that he had a weapon is rough. It's rough.
Wrong.
Right?
He made the wrong decision to take a gun to school. He made the wrong decision doing that.
That's a true statement.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, the bullying, it's an ongoing thing in these schools. These kids deal with a lot every single day. Pandemic, masks, all this stuff is going on.
I call it, he made the wrong decision taking a gun to school. But the day before that, he done got pistol whipped and
That's
robbed.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And they took his money. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
So I know that's the wrong decision, but man.
But the decision that the boy made to pistol whip him and take his money. See, ain't nothing happened to him.
Yeah, what happened to the discipline of the people that were bullying this child? Where's the discipline for that? I don't understand why they were allowed to come back to school if that kind
In this case right here, you know what I think
this.
should happen?
What?
What's that? I think they should put this young man in counseling. I think they should put him on probation. I think that's a penalty. But I think if you look at this world we live in, and that young man was standing his ground, as bad of a decision as this was, you pistol whooped this boy the day before they took his money. This wasn't the first time now.
No.
They've been jumping on this boy steady.
Yeah. And why were they still allowed to be
and
in
you know
school?
what? And at first, they made it look like it was another mass school shooting.
Right.
That's what, they didn't tell you the whole story of how this kid had been bullied and beaten up and robbed and all of this. So, they sent out mixed messages when the story, first came out. Now, all these details are coming out about how these kids bullied him and beat him. Wow. What
And
was
the
he
media
supposed
needs to
do?
tell the whole story.
Yeah.
They need to tell the whole story. That's still, it's so sad.
Yeah. All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, in trending breakfast news, there is a cereal alert. Work at all of the Kellogg Company's U.S. cereal plants came to a halt this week as roughly 1,400 workers went on strike. That's right, production is disrupted, and grocery stores say we could see an impact and possibly run out of our favorite brands of cereals like Frosted Flakes, like Raisin Bran, Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Cocoa Krispies, and Special K. The Kellogg, the Kellogg workers dispute involves an assortment of pay and benefit issues, such as the loss of premium health care, holiday and vacation pay, and reduced retirement benefits. Wow.
The block finna get hot.
Yeah.
Got them Apple Jacks. Got them Apple Jacks.
Tell you one thing.
What?
They gonna get it settled up in here, cause once them damn little kids start complaining, something's gonna have to happen right here. I want Cocoa Puffs, my man. I want Cocoa. Y'all don't give these people some damn benefits.
Yeah.
Give them what they deserve.
Don't reduce their retirement benefits.
Workers say management is flaky, and they're not going to stand for it.
Corn flaky. Speaking of that, what was your favorite cereal growing up, Steve?
I was a Sugar Crisp dude. I love Sugar Crisp.
Okay.
I ain't like Captain Crunch because you cut the top of your mouth.
Did you put too much?
All right. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. This one is from Choo Choo. I love that name. Choo Choo in the DMV. Choo Choo writes, I've been back and forth to my son's school since school started because my son is being disruptive. I called the corporate office and told them their staff is incompetent and I shouldn't be disturbed at work. I have reprimanded him, put him in timeout, and taken all of his electronics from him. The director of the school insinuated that my wife and I can't control our son. Our son is only 6 years old and he starts grade school soon. What am I supposed to do with this kid? Is spanking the next best thing?
First thing.
I really don't.
I don't know what to tell you, but don't listen to me. Don't let this school. What's the title of the person at the school? The
principal.
Whatever
staff?
you want to call it. Whoever
the director of the school.
The director of the school. Don't let him get you sent to prison. Raise your children. You're going to have to be a little bit. There's something missing here. Something is wrong. Yeah. Because children want approval, and children do want to make you proud. Mostly all children want that. So there's something else going on when you take the electronics and all this here. Now, if you taking the electronics ain't working, and time out ain't working, and shut your mouth ain't working, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your undivided attention.
How's that?
Since you don't listen, let me see how you feel.
Okay.
We all got spankings.
Well, maybe the schoolwork is too easy for him, and he's bored, and he's acting out in class because he needs to be challenged a little bit
That's
more.
still an ass whooping.
Yeah, that's good.
matter
though.
how you
That's real
from it.
good,
How
though,
you
Carla.
look at it.
But I've never had that happen to me, so I wouldn't know how to apply that. School was easy for me thing. I don't know what that is, so I.
But the dad is saying that it's the school's responsibility.
No,
it's
not.
What?
It's your
But
responsibility.
that's what the dad is saying.
But see, that's what's wrong. These kids send these half-ass behaved kids up to the school, and then they want the teachers to turn around and turn out this A student. Well, you didn't send them an A student. See, you can't expect the children. The school's job is not to raise your children.
Right.
They're supposed to be there just to help them get an education. But if this little ass, little booty boy don't want to do, you need to whoop his ass. Let's go.
He's
I'm
only
sorry.
6 years old, though.
Ass whoop. I've been started my ass from way 4'6".
Coming up, it is our last break of the day.
You got the last break, fool. That's it.
What's he hollering for? And at 49 minutes after the hour, we'll have some insightful, enlightening, inspiring closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey, our fearless leader, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are on this Friday, last break of the day of the week. Wow. This world is ever-changing, isn't it? Every single day.
My closing remarks today, I'm just telling you right now. You can disagree with me if you like. I do not care. You can have a different opinion of me, and that's perfectly fine. But these are my closing remarks. These are my thoughts. After hearing this story about the bullying incident that happened in Texas,
in Arlington, Texas,
in Arlington for our home station,
in Dallas,
105.7 KRNB.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to the story. Now I just know the same facts that you know, and because I don't live there, maybe I'm missing some intricate news story that's come out that maybe I don't have privy to. But based on what I've heard, this is a sad, sad story. But I'm going to say this. This young man that ended up shooting these people who was being bullied, a lot of the blame for this has to fall on the system. Because you all know that bullying goes on at every level, at every school. It happens on the cheerleading squad. It happens in football. It happens in the classroom. It happens on the playground. It happens on the way to school. It has been happening since I was a child, and before that. It ain't going away. And now it's even elevated because there's cyberbullying. They use this internet to taunt these young people. Now here's a young man who all he wanted to do was go to school and get an education. This was a good little kid, but he's a little bitty little dude. Now these guys every day just doing something to this dude. And I saw the video of them pounding this dude. He wasn't even trying to swing back. He was just trying to cover up and protect himself. You can't keep doing this to people, man. I'm just telling you, you can't keep pushing a kid to the edge like this. Every day, tag you it, all because he came from a different background. So now they gonna single him out. Tag you it. Now, the day before, to my understanding, or several days before, this same boy done pistol whipped him. Wait a minute, what? He got a gun at the school. Ain't nobody reported none of this. Nobody said nothing about this. No, you know why? Because that cyberbullying goes on into snitching. So now you got these kids under that peer pressure that they can't even tell. Who shot the video? How did video get out? What? These kids, everything is for video purposes. Ain't nobody snitching, nobody telling. And they watch this boy get abused day after day after day. Well, little boy had enough of it. Little boy had enough of it. Now, it's a little bit different than when I was growing up because I was taught that if you let them keep bullying you, they're going to bully you every day. So those of us from the old school know. Pick up something, go upside somebody's head, even the score. Well, we're in a different time now. They don't pick nothing up no more. But now, what I don't want to happen to this young man is for him to lose his future because of this mistake. But this mistake was brought on by this bullying being unchecked. His parents have handled this situation brilliantly. They've said all the right things on behalf of their son. And I guess I wish that the young man hadn't have taken a gun to school. But I guess the young man was hoping that he didn't go to school and get pistol whipped either. See, you can't keep telling me what I can't protect myself and you doing nothing to protect me. Because he told somebody they was doing this to him and nothing was done about it. I think this young man should be given some counseling. I think this young man should be put on probation. I think this young man should be expelled from school and let him go and give his life a chance. I hope nothing happens to these kids that were shot. I pray that no one loses their life behind this. I don't know the seriousness of the issues, of the injuries, so I'm just saying that right now. But what I'm saying, no, this young man can't lose his future because no one aided him when he was crying out for help. Because all these kids saw this boy getting bullied, and because there's a no-snitch policy, nobody went to this boy's aid and told. And now this young man was sitting up in his bed at night going, man, I got to go down there tomorrow. This big dude done pistol whipped me. I got to do something. And the decision was made. But these are decisions that these young people are making now. And I feel sorry for everybody involved. But don't let this young man lose his life behind this. Because if they weren't doing all that they were doing to him, he certainly wouldn't have made the decision he had to make. And the one he felt that was the only way he could protect himself. So that's my opinion. Now, Steve, you don't know this and you don't know that. So what? So what? Form your own damn opinion. Make yours. Everybody got a right to have their opinion. I just gave you mine. This is Steve Harvey Morning Show. This ain't your show. So you ain't got to like what I said. I really don't care. But if it were your child that was being bullied, what would you want to happen to him after you found out he been pistol whooped up at the school? Now, let's be real about it. And I'm talking directly to black people now, because I know it's you I'm going to have to hear from. Have a nice day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. And once again, this was my opinion. You don't like it? Whatever. See you Monday. I have a different opinion. You might like that one. Have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.